Minas Gerais.
Okay, and I really appreciate the small hills or small communities. So right now, one of my favorite cities is like Amparo, just here.
Amparo.
Amparo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very
nice
quiet,
place, Amparo.
simple.
I've never
Amparo,
been to.
close to Serra Negra.
Serra Negra has
It's beautiful,
Campinas.
like-
Mm.
Like, it's quite calm. In São Paulo, that's so much things happening.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. So when you go there, it's
like-
totally different. So you can
Oh.
breathe.
Yeah.
It's
And
Amparo. It's a
wha-
nice
wha-
spot.
What is
like
the city
1.5
name?
hours.
Amparo. Is it beautiful?
It's dope.
Like-
It is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
quiet. It's simple. There's not. You will enjoy the quietness.
É, não vou falar que Sorocaba é muito grande,
Essa-
mas é uma cidadezinha pequena. É bem legal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice. So you travel a lot around here.
I do. I make art. You know. Ribeirão Preto.
Ribeirão
Ribeirão Preto.
Preto.
Maybe because they have good beer.
I think Colorado is from Ribeirão Preto.
And
Yeah.
it's my
It's
favorite.
amazing. It's
That's
amazing.
one of
Ah,
my
your
favorites.
favorite beer.
Are we talking about favorite beer? Okay.
It's good.
Yeah. But nice place too.
Well,
Mm.
you always live with your wife here, or because the question is, do you guys travel together? Or you travel alone?
Yeah, we do a lot of traveling together.
You know, like for Brazilians, I mean for the middle Brazilians,
Yeah.
it's so hard to travel a lot here because it's expensive.
Yes, it is.
The plane is expensive.
Mhm.
The stay is expensive. The bars and food and restaurants is expensive. So for Brazilians, we always say we just travel once a year. So look how many places you've been. It's so
Yeah.
hard. Like
Yeah.
an example for the middle Brazilian, they receive like around 3,000 reais. You go to Rio Grande do Norte, it's gonna be at least $5,000 to $10,000 reais. The travel, and then you're gonna spend the rest of the year paying
Off your debt.
pay off.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but it's in one point. I met people that okay, I'm gonna travel. I'm not gonna go to the fancy spot.
No,
I'm
Yeah.
that's
gonna
the
go
best
by
part.
yeah, you enjoy
Yeah.
the really place.
You take. I think I love traveling. I've always wanted to travel, and I started traveling in Uganda when I was a little boy. And you learn to travel on a 0 to none budget, and
Oh,
yeah, and that's the best. That's the beauty or the lesson about traveling. Or you meet different people, different experiences. Some shit, some great, some just passing on. But traveling on a 0 to none budget as a musician for me was how I started. Go with my drums, like I'll play for food, man, and accommodation. The guy's like, yeah, come on. The next day, like, ah, man, I like you to play more. Yeah, I was like, okay, maybe I'll get paid a little bit, you know. But that's about it. There is no safety net when you're traveling. It's you and the world, and the experiences you're gonna learn. It's just for you to find out. I'm not saying don't save some money and have a good trip or travel, but if you want to travel and see, get your tent, put it on your back, sit on the bus overnight, get somewhere,
yeah.
pinch
It's,
up your tent, check out a new location. You find the best place to eat food from the locals. They'll always show you, like, come on, let me take you to the best place.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, we always learn something new. It's an amazing,
man.
it's an amazing experience
Yeah.
because travel is not like a waste of money.
No.
You get a lot of experience. You learn a new culture.
Yep.
You learn new people,
Mhm.
and you get a new perspective of things.
Yep.
So that's one of the most amazing things that we could do to ourselves.
Yeah.
Even good for our mental health.
Yeah.
100%.
What
I was saying.
are you doing? It's what people backpackers do in Asia and forgot the continent from Australia. It's
Uh,
Oceania.
yeah.
So what they do, they go like, oh, they just have the money for the tickets to
Mhm.
go the bus and
Mhm.
the rest. They go and say, okay, I'm gonna stay in this backpacker, as you said. I'm gonna play
Walk.
here.
Yeah.
They said, okay, if you play here, and if you clean one day, you can have a stay for 1 month.
Yeah.
So what did people do? And they because I met people, they spend the whole year travel all around Asia because Asia is a nice place to travel. It's common people do that. Go to Oceania, do the same, and then go back to the country. Say, hey, how much did they spend? Ah, it's just money for the
Yeah, for the
tickets,
ticket,
for
yeah.
the transport,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
it. And he's saying it does the same here in Brazil. We Brazilian have we have a view of Brazil different because when you say that to me, I say, oh, okay, go. An example, I go to Salvador with
Ilhabela.
well,
Ilhabela.
but
This is right here.
Ilhabela, it's a spot for.
Santos.
Yes, it is.
Hey, it's not a. You can go
I
there
would go there because I want to play there, you know. So it was like I would go and present my.
because if you're
I-
artist,
yes,
you can play everywhere there. The
That's what I'm
bars and
saying.
pubs will
Yes.
pay you for that.
Yes, and with that comes is like, yeah, I also need a place to stay, yeah, and some food, yeah. So
Okay, nice.
then there's that availability too. Juke, for instance, these are areas that yes, there you find there are people doing that, but there are also spaces that have camping tents.
Mhm.
So for yeah, and I think it depends who
Where you
you're
go.
doing the traveling for. If you're doing it for yourself or to please the next person around
Oh,
you,
got it.
Mhm.
or the people around you, or you need a status quo.
But-
It's like, hey, I'm traveling. Not really.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
But you know what thing?
Mm.
You have a lot of self-confidence and you trust your art because like you can get somewhere and someone just say, "Nah, I'm not interested in that." But like I saw your art
Yeah.
and it's incredible, amazing,
Cheers,
and
man.
different. You
Cheers,
know,
man.
that's a point. So everybody wants to listen to it and to know a little bit more about it, mainly because when we are talking about songs, music, art, there is a huge history behind it,
Yeah.
and that's quite amazing,
Yeah. Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Also because I'm black, you know. Sometimes you walk in the place like, this black man. Come on. What is he saying, you know? And sometimes we call them white black sympathizers. And you get the gig because
But there
yeah.
is another thing on you because if you are Uganda from Uganda, yeah, like we say gringo because you're gringo.